like situations.
So what are we discussing today?
You're back.
What happened to you? You look
For the fun that I made of
players.
not fun actually, not fun. Not fun actually.
Questions. He raised certain
All
questions.
the questions that I
Criticism.
raised. No, all the valid
No, he
questions.
had questions, yeah.
Valid questions.
Yeah.
All the valid questions I raised of injuries and how players get injured. Why don't we get clarity
Yeah.
on that? And what is the difference between back spasm and stress fractures and stress
reaction.
injury
So
and reaction?
what did you face? What's the problem?
It's a slip disc.
Don't tell me.
Yes, it's a minus. According to our very well-known doctor.
Dr. Amit Agarwal,
Amit
Yes,
Agarwal.
Dr. Amit
from
Agarwal.
Noida Orthopedic Center,
Yeah.
Yes.
Next to
who's now a
Kailash.
family doctor for Game Sports,
Yeah.
Sports Today.
Official doctor basically.
Next to
Team
Kailash.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Team doctor, physio.
Yes.
Team
So
physio.
according to him, it is a case of slip disc.
Oh.
Have
Happened.
you consulted Dr. Chandresh Narani?
I have actually, since he has gone through.
He's not a doctor. He's a book boogie.
He's
patient.
Yeah.
He's a patient of.
He's
that
somebody who walked down that lane
years
many
ago
years
and
ago.
has been still on that road.
I know he has said given me tips.
He's the rehab
Yes,
specialist.
he has said swimming. He has said
Yoga.
Yoga se hoga.
You'll have to lose weight. You'll have to
This
eat
is the
light.
most I can lose.
Huh? No, I'm telling you, yoga you'll have to do that. Because I also face the same issue,
Sphinx.
whatever it is.
You also faced similar issues.
Yeah, for the last
Is it?
8-10 years, yeah. My
But
back
you
is.
didn't do any yoga. Just one day, one
He
post.
did.
We'll post it on Instagram and that's it.
Mr. Naresh,
Trehan.
no, Yogi. He and you've met our yoga instructor, yeah,
Okay.
for 2 years. Even post-COVID, he was there. It's just that now I can't afford to pay him, so I've jodoed my heart and told him, sir, I'll do it myself.
What about the office yoga show that you featured in and you wanted to do?
Well, that was where the initiation came.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the yoga office show.
You also
It had
needed
happened
some motivation.
in a what you call an outdoor location. It began with.
Yes.
There was a farmhouse in Gurgaon. It started there, and then there was this joint collaboration between us and FitTak.
FitTak.
Yoga Tak FitTak.
It exists.
Well, if you want,
Does it?
where do you live?
Noida,
Where?
Sector 93,
The same society where
Where?
where
everything is.
Aved Nirman.
Yeah. Everything
Yours
is
too?
being, no, he's. I think what.
I'm a
floor is
law-abiding citizen.
yours? You and usually encroachment.
Are there yoga experts there?
Encroach.
You want?
Home delivery?
Mohammed will go till.
Mohammed goes to the fountain. No, in this case, if you want, the fountain can also come to you.
The fountain of youth.
But it'll be very good, worth it.
No, I'm going to start yoga.
I'll give you the number.
Doctor has told me, Dr.
Yeah.
Amit Agarwal, that yoga, start with the
He has
springs.
some.
See, there are just a couple of poses which you can do 2-3 times in a day. You just do it for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Eat
And our
light.
family can also sit here. Some lower back.
Eat light. Eat light. Eat light, drink
I'll try
light,
to do.
and have lots and lots of fluids, water, and calcium.
Vitamin D.
Yeah.
We are all deficient in vitamin
I'm not anymore. You look at me, can I be vitamin D
D.
deficient?
Have you got it tested? Don't be so sure.
Well, I play cricket in the afternoon
Get yourself
sun.
tested
No,
once
I
before
got
you
myself
get-
tested. That's why I'm saying
So any other vitamin?
nothing.
All vitamins.
Oh, B12, vitamin D. The only problem is cholesterol,
The
which
fittest man in the universe. Meet.
one of
Mr.
these.
I'm short on B12, this vitamin D. Everything.
See, the problem is you
You
play
should
cricket.
actually drink a lot of neat water.
Yeah, that actually I'll drink less water.
Yeah.
That's true. Valid point.
And now, in winters, we tend to.
And he's
drink-
one of those big boys play night cricket with 2 balls. He should play cricket during the day, in the afternoon sun.
Yeah. Not in the night.
BBC, huh?
क्या है? What is our?
So what we are asking now, Rahul is and Virat. Firstly, before we get to the playing 11, how will you make the playing? And why did my question is why did KL Rahul need to rest? He's just getting back to form. He has got some runs. First, you were criticizing him that he's out of form. Then he got into form. Then people were criticizing that he's the strike rate is an issue. He improved his strike rate. Then there was a third conspiracy that happened. That how do you ensure that KL Rahul is trolled? So they ensured the third thing happened, that they gave him the man of the match, because two other things he looked after, the strike rate as well as his form. So they gave him man of the match. So no matter what he does, he ends up getting trolled. But now he has been rested. So why should KL Rahul be resting and Virat Kohli be resting? Do you think they needed to be rested because you won the bilateral series, or are you only concentrating on bilateral series and your
I don't think they've been rested. They've not been rested.
But they've gone.
No, they have been. They've not been rested. It's just that they've been given a couple of days off. It's not as if you rested from a game because you don't want to play that game because you're tired.
It's an India match. Can you take days off?
They're flying off to Australia in a couple of days' time. So they've just sought 2 days off each. Maybe for KL Rahul, and no jokes, maybe KL Rahul wants to have a final look at his wedding preparations.
What does he have to do? There are event management companies nowadays.
Even then, you never know.
You want to have that personal touch.
2 days off for both of them. That's it. I think Virat has been playing well, and
KL also yesterday.
No, Virat has been very regular. KL has started batting like that now. Virat has been.
He's got 450s in last 6 games.
Yeah, but the kind of batting that you wanted from him just started coming in. But Virat has been playing like that. And I think a couple of days off before the World Cup, maybe. Honestly, I mean, somebody may have an ad shoot, for example, or an ad shoot
For KL Rahul?
No, for either of them.
No, but for KL, you made it very clear that he wants to.
Yeah, not that he's told me. I'm just.
So I have a question about ad shoot. How can see for ad shoot also you have to ad shoot also the planning has to be done well in advance, because
they would have planned.
Be a top. No, so what if the series was 1-1 right now?
Then he wouldn't have taken.
Then the ad shoot planning with the director, location, studio booking, that I doubt.
I think it must have been pre-planned.
No, if it's pre-planned, they wouldn't have allowed it. 1-1, they could have gone. Leave the third T20I. No chance.
So what?
Maybe
so
you
what?
could have
No
left.
chance.
Players did skip cricket. They did skip cricket before some tournaments or the series was announced. So what?
You could have left that scope, no? That if the series is 2-0, I'll come. If it is 1-1, then I may not come. Then I'll come a day later.
So you'll tell the top-notch director, the brand, and everyone that this is how it is. Huh?
No, because.
But they would have said
Or maybe you just want to spend time home with your family.
Yeah,
that could also.
Maybe he accompanies.
Who is he? Who are you talking about?
Virat. Maybe
Virat,
he wants to, as you said, spend time with his wife and daughter, and maybe just have a look at the preparation for the Chakda Express.
Chakda Express is being shot in the UK. Here,
I'm sure Virat is not going to go to the UK.
Is it?
Yeah, and what is
everything is being shot there?
No, but I'm saying, what expertise will he have to give?
Come on, what expertise?
He's not a filmmaker.
He can correct the bowling action.
No, he cannot. He's not a bowler also.
No, but still,
you've seen his action.
No, but see, we also comment a lot on a lot of things that we may.
But nobody has you as an expert to correct. No, how can he be?
See, Shubham has made a very relevant statement.
Which is?
He says, I know KL has been rested because KL now has gained confidence. If he fails in the last innings, his confidence will fall, and Rohit doesn't want that. Simple as that.
This is too far-fetched, Shubham. I think too far-fetched.
Those 4 half centuries.
So give Sky rest.
Will count for nothing that he's got in the last 6 games if he fails in the last game or the final.
Prakash Jha wants you to go to the NCA.
So a lot of people have written NCA. Some people wrote, don't go to Dr. Agarwal, go to NCA.
No, but a lot of people may, advise you not to go to NCA.
Exactly what
if you speak to the players.
that I was going to get to it. NCA hasn't done too much of
Maybe
good to
actually
Jasprit Bumrah.
No, you can.
Who went to the NCA and came back and has in fact gotten worse.
You can actually go to NCA. Maybe you'll get first-hand information to a lot of things that people want to know. I think half the Indian team is there in NCA only, no?
Yeah.
Bhuvi, Hardik, Bumrah, Deepak Hooda, and a couple of more players.
Who's doing throwdowns? Deepak Hooda.
No, Deepak Hooda is there, no? I think his coach must have reached.
Deepak Hooda's had a very long one-on-one batting session today at the NCA. Very long. Very long. So Deepak Hooda is fine. Nothing to worry about.
Happy to know
Soban
that.
Sai, okay.
We can read the question, please.
Soban Sai is saying, Yuzi Chahal was wicketless for 3 consecutive matches in Asia Cup, but a person who took 654 wickets for India will be questioned for every match. Only batsmen are legends, not spinners. I think he's referring to Ashwin.
Ashwin, yeah.
So,
No, he's made a point. Yuzi Chahal was off colour for a few games. Then he made a comeback. He bowled well against Australia, and we are very happy with that. It's just that the team is now playing Ashwin because they want to justify his role.
selection also.
His role. For left-handers, we'll have an off spinner. For the right-handers, we'll have a leg spinner. Aksar is going to play anyways. So I think you will start with Yuzi Chahal against Pakistan. Ashwin has played 2 games, and Ashwin's place should never be questioned. It's just that in 2017 you decided to do away with the 2 finger spinners
In white ball cricket.
in white ball cricket 5 years ago, and this was one day cricket. And all of a sudden, Ravichandran Ashwin was in the World Cup team last year. He is in the World Cup team this year. But why is it that the Indians haven't played him many games? Thirdly, I think for India to do well in the World Cup, you are aware now of the limitations your bowling has. They haven't told us, maybe they've already decided. If Bumrah is 30, 40, 50, 80, 90% fit, there's no point in carrying him. You can't be a bowler shot. You can't say, oh, semi-final mein theek ho jayega. There's no guarantee that you're going to make it to the semi-finals.
No, but final also.
He may bowl 4 overs each.
4
that's
overs
it.
in semi-final.
So you can't limit your fast bowling options. Just go there with 3. Of the 3, you've got Herschel, who's actually looking off colour now. Now, as in having played so many games, there is something wrong. You've got Bhuvneshwar. Again, he played the most number of T20s in the last 1 year, but fitness can be dicey. And you've got Arshdeep, who's fairly new. So you can't have for the first game or the second game or the third game only 3 fast bowlers to choose from. But you will carry 3 spinners, and if you don't pick wickets in the middle overs, your captain will always struggle to defend totals, even though the batsman can pile up 210, 220, 230. And 220, 230 is always a problem batting first. Yesterday you did get 237, but South Africa were actually 3 or 4 balls away. 3 more balls, 4 more balls.
And they didn't have a good start, and also.
So you need to pick wickets. You need to pick wickets.
In fact, yesterday we were discussing the very same thing, that for this bowling attack, you may have to post somewhere around 200 in every game. Is that possible?
No, it is not.
Because Asia Cup, okay, we did lose those games against Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Against Pakistan, India got 181-82 runs, which is a pretty decent score, by the way.
So you need to look at your bowling, no? If you don't pick wickets, how will you win? Now, if you bowl 120 balls, you're not going to defend 200 runs, because the benchmark in T20 cricket has gone up by 20 runs. So if 180 was a good score, now it's 200. You need good fast bowlers to pick wickets. You need good spinners to pick wickets, and I don't see the logic of playing 2 finger spinners in the same 11 in Australia, where the ball doesn't grip. There can be some bounce, but that bounce can better be exploited by the right arm leg spinner. So there is no point in carrying just 3 fast bowlers and 3 spinners. But since, like he said, it's a legend the debate involves a legend.
Who?
Ravichandran Ashwin.
Okay.
Having included
How
him
is
in
he
the
a-
side.
How is he a
In white
legend
ball
specifically T20 cricket?
In the overall context of
How in
Indian
T20
cricket.
cricket?
He used to be our main go-to bowler for the first 5-7 years. Till let's say, till say
2011
about
World
Cricket.
Cup. By the way, India has played 2011 World Cup, then 2015 World Cup, Champions Trophy that India won in 2013, and then 2017 Champions Trophy also. 2011 World Cup.
See, Champions
MS
Trophy
Dhoni-
was a disaster for Ashwin. 15 World Cup, he was outstanding. If you look at his performance in the 15 World Cup,
that's
Ashwin had made a good comeback.
Made-
13 Champions
he was
Trophy.
Okay.
And 13 Champions Trophy, you owe your victory to him.
Yeah, I agree. No, we owe our victory to a lot of people. by
Yeah,
the way.
Shikhar
You owe
Dhawan,
your-
Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan.
But also to Ashwin. Also to
and
Ashwin.
2011 majority of that tournament,
And
MS
in
Dhoni didn't
T20s,
use him.
in T20s, initially with his variety, he was your wicket-taking option.
But that has cost you.
No, I can't remember T20 impact. Look at IPLs. You know, he reached a situation where
No, till he was with the CSK, again, the initial years, he was
even
fine.
then MS Dhoni
I
many
just
matches
have-
didn't use him.
I just want to
They
ask
used
you
to give
guys
him one over
I
also.
just want to ask you
remember.
guys one question. You know, every player, be it
They're
Yuzi
mixing
Chahal,
formats.
be it Arshdeep, be it Harshal Patel, a lot of players, even Avesh Khan for that matter, a lot of these players made it into the Indian team on the basis of some brilliant performances in the in the IPL or in the white ball cricket. Please tell me, lately in the last few years, has Ravi Chandran Ashwin done anything exceptional
No,
to
no. Answer is no. Has not done. I was telling him that even in T20 cricket, I cannot. And look at IPL. You remember, Siddharth was sitting here, he was arguing. Then he went through the IPL records. He realized.
No, initial years
That
he was
years-
fine.
Initial-
Initial. So that's what I'm saying.
But he played for India in the initial years.
I think till about 14, 15, he was okay in the IPL as well. And when he became the Punjab captain, he started well. I think the first year he got a lot of wickets also. It's just that, and you also need to understand that in T20s,
But initially, Umesh Yadav was also very good at one time. Now we don't consider him a regular.
no, see,
We raise eyebrows
we all
whenever he's
know
selected.
now.
Or
We all know
he
now,
comes in.
Nikhil, that this decision to take Ashwin or not to take him rests with nobody else than the captain himself.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the coach or the selectors, it's the captain. And the captain wants him. The problem now is, having included him in the side, you can't tell him that we are replacing you with Deepak Chahar. At this point in time, I find it difficult for Rohit to align to this theory. Okay, let's take a fifth fast bowler and drop Ashwin. At this stage now.
Because the reason that cannot happen lies with the statement that you made just before this one, that his selection or his inclusion or exclusion lies with one person, that is captain. Captain, in fact, Rohit had a huge say when Ravi
Last
Chandran
year
Ashwin
also.
When he was
picked for
vice
the
captain.
T20 World Cup last year. Of course, Ashwin didn't have a great World Cup last time, and and fortunately or unfortunately, Rohit, it seems, is also trying his best to give Ashwin some confidence and also justify his place in the team and selection. Now he gave him 2 matches here. The first T20 and the second T20. Now in the first T20, when Ashwin was brought into the attack, South Africa had already lost 5 wickets. If you had your backs against the wall, the first change or the first spinner to be introduced into the attack, do you think that Ashwin would have been the player?
Very important.
Oh yes. He's talking
See, you're talking about 2013 Champions
You
Trophy.
also
Yeah,
read
yeah.
to this man, you're saying.
Chandresh Narayanan was the one.
I see, that time he was
Yeah, and he's got the trophy in his hands while giving to the captain.
Chandresh. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, your question?
So basically, I am saying, if you had your backs against the wall, okay, and you have 2 spinners, Ashwin and Akshar Patel, who would be your first? Okay, if you are the captain, who will be your first spinner to be introduced into the attack?
Who was the first one to be introduced yesterday or in
Ashwin.
the first T20?
Ashwin was.
Did you have your backs to the wall then?
No. Absolutely
Both the games?
not. No, absolutely
But the
not.
captain went to him.
You had lost, and thereafter, even then, Akshar Patel was the one who gave you that breakthrough of Aiden Markram, who was also, by the way, blazing away at that time. I think he got.
See,
was
Rahul,
also
see, the team has also made it very clear. I think Ravichandran Ashwin, if he goes to the World Cup, will be your third spinner, not the first or the second. The first, of course, would be Akshar Patel.
But
in terms of playing in the 11,
yes,
because of his batting.
No, but I'm saying
Because of his batting.
why would he even be the third? If today I'm Kuldeep Yadav or Ravi Bishnoi,
Exactly.
I'll be wondering.
Exactly.
I
That's
am
the
picking
point.
wickets
See,
every time I play.
I
I pick
can't-
wickets in the
no,
IPL.
What were you doing with Ravi Bishnoi for the last
I don't
12,
get it.
18 months? And suddenly,
I can't now go
Siddharth
back
used
in
that
time.
word paratrooper. You know,
Yeah.
with Ashwin.
We didn't, Siddharth did.
Siddharth Vishwanathan, exactly where you are sitting right now. Yesterday he used that word because suddenly one fine day you decided it is time. Let's get Ashwin back into the T20.
No, but how
setup.
is he a
Two fine
paratrooper
days.
now?
I'll
He's
tell
not a
you.
paratrooper
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
No, because
Twice,
West
twice.
Indies suddenly okay, on the how many T20Is or how many series did he play before the Asia Cup?
Maybe the management feels that you need an off spinner. They had invested in Washington
That's
Sundar.
what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, you know, Sundar gets injured every now and then. Point is, again, you want to have an off spinner, you want to have a leg spinner, you have to. No, I'm not defending it.
I
yaar.
understand that management thinks that they need an off spinner, but I am saying then you should have gotten Ashwin much earlier.
I don't know, but I do feel now that even before the team was to be selected, it should have been 5 fast bowlers and just 2 spinners. And your 2 spinners would have been Akshar Patel and Yuzi Chahal, honestly. Because in Australia, you may have a game where you're playing just 1 spinner and 4 fast bowlers. And if you look at your fast bowling, Bumrah, again, we don't have any
batting and
clarity.
fielding, by the
ये
way.
बैटिंग है इसमें क्या करेंगे हम देख के हाँ
So we don't have clarity on Bumrah. We don't have. Maybe the team management does. And if again they attach ifs and buts to Jasprit Bumrah, then all the more reason for you to carry 5 fast bowlers. Then if you want to take Bumrah along, it has to be with 4 more fast bowlers and not just 3 fast bowlers. You need to have Deepak Chahar in the team. You will have to say sorry to Ashwin, but this isn't going to happen because it is
He's not
Ashwin.
Akshar Patel.
See, I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's-
at his entire IPL career. There you got the numbers: 184 matches, 157 wickets. That's less than a wicket per game, by the way. Just look at
But good economy, no?
No, economy
at 7.
Last game also.
I'm saying, do you want that or do you
So
want?
there lies the problem. In a T20
by the way,
game
majority of those matches he's played for Chennai Super
Chepo.
Kings.
Also, internationally T20, 58 matches, 66. That's just about a wicket a
today,
game.
no, Nikhil, it's very simple. If you bowl 4 overs, give away 32 runs without taking a wicket, I don't think you helping the team's cause.
Exactly.
You go for 40, you take 2 wickets or 3 wickets, you
Exactly.
actually helping the team.
Exactly.
Because anyways, 9 run and over, which means 4 for 36 would be 180, which I don't think is a par total now.
Yep.
If you go for 40, it is 10 and over, 200, and you pick 2 or 3 wickets, you're doing, you're helping your team.
So there I've got the IPL numbers. You look at the wickets column for Ashwin. After 2014, so that 2012, 13, 14, till that time, okay, 14,
Yeah,
15,
how much
16 wickets.
how
that's
much is this
consistent.
much? Just go through the message.
But if you just look at the wickets, just look at his wickets from 2015 onwards, the wickets column. See 10, 10, 10, 15 at
14,
130.
15, 14, 13, he had done well. And again, 19.
Yeah.
What?
How? Chalo, chodo. Leave it.
So on that front, as I'm saying, that
Exactly.
if he's not going to get you wickets, and if I was a Bishnoi or a Kuldeep and I saw those numbers, I'd be like, what do I have to do more to be the second or the third spinner for the Indian team?
And you mentioned about which year did you mention, Nikhil?
Now I was saying till about 14, he's still got 14,
Because
15,
also you have to realize that he was playing at that time, he was with CSK,
Yeah.
playing majority of his matches in
Chennai.
Chepauk. Thereafter, if you see 2016, how the numbers have changed.
15 also, 15, 16.
Yeah, 15. See, I'm still giving him a benefit of doubt, although the number of wickets could always be questioned as far as Ashwin is concerned. But look at that average. 31.90, 41, 26, 30,
I'm
47,
saying, that's what I'm
41.
saying. Look at
And
2020, 2021 and 2022, the 2 years
Yes.
where he's part of the World Cup squad.
Yes.
His average is at close to 50.
Absolutely, I
So
completely agree.
where and how he gets selected?
What are the
is-
basis and average and economy and wickets 12, 7.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, and I think that if you wanted to take a bowler, Ravi Bishnoi should have been the choice, because
Absolutely.
he was traveling with the Indian team. He was doing pretty good with his bowling, and I thought today he must be very disheartened.
Nicola, please.
But again, my debate is different from yours. I don't think there is scope for any third spinner.
Yeah, that I
Much rather
agree.
take
I'm
five
saying
fast bowlers,
till-
yeah.
I agree.
Much rather
I
take
would,
five
I would
fast
also
bowlers.
want 5 fast bowler, and for whatever it's worth, one of my fast bowlers is going to be Umran Malik. I'm ready to gamble on him any day. I know people will talk about Harshal Patel, but if I was to, what is it that Harshal Patel will do? Because you're looking at a bowler who can have some effect without the ball swinging, right? Because everyone else is going to rely on the ball. So the only one who doesn't need any help from the ball was Jasprit Bumrah. He's injured, or then Harshal Patel, who used his variation. Now you're only left with Harshal. If I had to take someone who doesn't rely on the ball between a Harshal or a Umran, I will still go with Umran, because Umran may not need a new shiny ball to do things. He could still do it with an old
I
ball.
agree.
He can get hammered, but so is Harshal. But
I think
on a
that's
given day,
why
he
they
gets-
are
Need a maverick.
exactly.
No, that's why they're going to take both Shami and Umran in the first lot.
Yeah.
See how both of them bowl. And, while they had initially thought of Siraj also as an option, I think there is an outside chance of Umran Malik actually pipping both Shami and Siraj as Bumrah's replacement. Again, depends on how well he bowls in Australia on those pitches in the 3 side games that you play in Perth before you go to Brisbane for the
Will he
warm-up
play
games.
those side games? They'll get
He
it.
will. He will. I think side games is again.
not the warm-up.
Yeah, not the Australia warm-up.
No,
Australia and
not the
England
warm-up.
were
Not the
playing.
ICC
or
warm-up.
Australia and New Zealand we're playing.
Yeah.
Before that, the 3 side games that you asked for, and in those side games, everybody bats, everybody bowls.
Those ones.
So I think they're going to assess him there, because else Umran would have been in the one-day team. Because they are taking both Shami and Umran in the first lot means that they are ahead in the race.
Yep. Okay, let's.
Because Siraj, if you were to take him to Australia in the first lot, shouldn't have been in the one-day team, A, and B, he could have played these 2 games. Maybe he'll play tomorrow. He could have
will play
decided there and then.
That's
But he's
the
not going to be
question.
on the first
Let's
place.
just answer that question with Rahul and Virat resting. We spoke. Who are the ones that come in? One, we are saying Siraj comes in as a bowler, but now you'll have to replace both Rahul and Virat. Who do you replace with? One is Shreyas Iyer, obvious.
Shahbaz.
And Shahbaz comes in.
You can open with
Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant.
Yeah.
You can open with
Yeah,
Rishabh
you
Pant.
will open with Rishabh
Exactly.
Pant.
That's the only
And
option.
You will have
Shreyas comes in
Shreyas
at number
Sky.
3.
Then
vice
you will have, depending on whenever you need the number 5 batsman to come in, Dinesh Karthik, Shahbaz, and Akshar Patel, in that order or in whatever order
Or
that.
DK, then Shahbaz.
Yeah, depending on how many balls are left.
Exactly.
Let's take the please.
But bowling attack will remain same, no?
I think Siraj will play tomorrow.
Siraj
In
will
place
come.
of?
Can come in for Ashdeep. No, but Ashdeep has been rested.
Harshal, I think.
Harshal. But I would want to see Harshal. I agree that Ashdeep has actually come from a rest, so he should play ideally.
No, but does it not
It
depend?
can even be Deepak Chahar then.
Exactly.
Somebody who's not right now. See, you don't need to keep assessing Deepak Chahar. If you have to include him,
And also,
you will
and
include him
also you know
regardless
that
of what happens in the
he is
third
there for
T20.
the ODIs also.
Yeah. So it can be Deepak Chahar. It can be Deepak Chahar.
But I would want to, anyways.
No, he's playing the
things.
one day, so maybe they may.
No, but
say
so
that.
is Siraj.
What if Deepak Chahar picks up 4 tomorrow?
I
What
said
will happen?
I will.
The voice will grow stronger.
I will have
Whose
him in
voice?
my 11.
Have him and don't take Ashwin along.
Last year, Varun Chakravarti and Ashwin were picked.
I'm saying something that you need to understand. What if
He picks a 4-wicket haul.
So
3 or
that's
4
why he
wickets
will not
tomorrow?
play. I think that's what he's trying to say.
See, then the
Okay.
the demand for Deepak Chahar to be included.
Just like his brother Rahul Chahar didn't play the last few games in the last season IPL, there was some reason behind that, right?
I don't know.
You only told me, no?
When?
Last season, just before the T20.
Yaar, I
World-
don't remember what happened last
Sure.
week.
Arey,
You're
remember-
talking about last year?
वो वाली chair है ना,
So
बहुत
basically,
आवाज
can I explain what you just
No, I can.
Explain myself.
I can.
No, but actually you made a very valid point.
You don't need to explain then. क्या हुआ जी?
ये आवाज कर रही है.
अच्छा.
Achha, I thought it was your back that was making all that noise.
You need to have a special chair. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and
So
this is
Shivam-
paining more with this. This chair is worse.
Yeah.
Shivam is such a nice colleague, you won't believe. The moment we stepped into this studio, what was he doing? He was sitting there. He said, "Sir, आपको ना यहाँ पे बैठना चाहिए, पीछे, so that your back is straight."
That one.
Yeah. Actually, you can start doing that. Yeah.
We'll do for the next show. We can 3 sit like this. We've done shows like that, sitting there. Okay, lots of super chats. This is a good question by Riju Bhattacharya, who says, "Good evening, lads. Looking sharp, all three. I have a genuine problem with BCCI ignoring a generational talent like Shaw, even in teams like India. I agree with India.
BCCI question should be directed to
He should have been in the one-day team because he's not part of the one-day team. I think you need someone to come up and explain why is Prithvi Shaw not part of any teams.
But
No,
who will explain?
did he not play an outstanding knock for India A just recently?
Yeah, regardless
He
of
was
that,
playing.
regardless
India
of that.
A.
Yeah. Just now
Nikhil,
he was
he's
playing.
been he started playing for India in 18. Every IPL, he's the one who gets runs, and the kind of batting that you see of him. Yes, fine. If he's not in the World Cup team this year, we can still understand.
Yeah.
But is he so bad
No.
that he cannot even be part of the?
Just to remind you, against this New Zealand A just now that India A were playing, he was in the top 3 or 4 run getter, and I was looking at his strike rate, by the way. His strike rate was like double quick than everyone else. I was just checking. Even in one day, he was, if I'm not mistaken, batting at 140, 150.
I just hope.
Even in one day against New
I
Zealand.
can't remember. So I
Just
remember
now.
they played 3-4 days.
Shubman was playing
3 or 2-4 day, no?
3.
3-4 day they played.
No, I'm talking about the ODIs that they played.
3 one days.
So the 3 ODIs that they played just now against New Zealand A, he was smacking it with an amazing strike rate and getting runs. Just recently, I was just looking at a few numbers. But maybe I don't know whether that's still that impression that he made to a lot of people that he's not too serious about his fitness or discipline and things like that.
No, that is the reason, yaar.
Yeah.
Fitness. Fitness, attitude,
And
I don't
discipline.
know.
Yeah.
Again, it will be difficult for us to pass our judgment because we've
No,
not
I had
seen
heard
that.
of that. I had
No,
heard of that.
I've also
from a
heard
lot of
stories.
people.
Yeah.
I've also heard many
He has seen
stories.
some videos also.
I've seen,
Pictures,
I've heard
images.
Then
of
he knows.
stories.
Then he knows.
But
Everybody
again,
knows
it is also up to the selectors and the management to bring the player back into the system.
Yeah.
At this age, you cannot just let him
Exactly.
go. He's got some cricketing talent, and
A lot.
and if you are saying that you don't have the management skills, that's your problem, yaar.
Yep.
There could be a day when Prithvi Shaw knows, fine, don't play me in the national team. I'm making my 12-15 crore rupees in the IPL. I'll play IPL for 10 years. I'm done.
No, but he will also harbor ambitions to play for India. Everyone
Who doesn't? And that too.
He was the
not,
next
not,
Sachin.
Exactly. Not too long ago, he was part of the Indian team, the Indian test
Yeah,
team.
testing.
Test team that went to Australia, and then he.
I think that is where the problem began.
Yes.
When he got injured.
I think that was the first tour. First tour that he traveled.
18.
He traveled twice to Australia, So first he got.
So last time he was just
broke his
replaced
ankle.
after the first test match.
Yeah.
But I think the first series was where the
Team management, the top people involved in
Next
the decision
question,
making.
Shivam, which was Rahul Chahar and Varun Chakravarti played ahead of Ash in 2021 World Cup in two important matches. Ash played versus Afghanistan, Namibia, Scotland and took 6 wickets with an economy.
Right.
If this is not so good World Cup, then Varun Chakravarti and Rahul had a pathetic World Cup.
So that is why both Varun and Rahul
Exactly.
Chahar are not part of the team.
And that was always the idea, to have Varun
And-
Chakravarti and Rahul Chahar play
Yes.
two important matches, as
And-
in against Pakistan, and because they
See,
thought
last year's World Cup, we can't even discuss because they wanted to take 5 spinners. Ashwin wasn't played in the 2 important games.
Yes.
You look at the batsmen here; those who didn't get runs against Pakistan and New Zealand, and if they got runs against Namibia or Scotland or Afghanistan, did it matter in the end?
no.
The Indian team was dumped in the first round itself. Period.
Perhaps so. Any more questions, or we can wind up? Okay, Darsh Chen says Shreyas and Siraj will come in for tomorrow's game. Akshar at 6, Chahar at 7, Harshal at 8. There will have to be one more change, Darsh, as we pointed out earlier. Dheeraj says South Africa is going to win the World Cup for sure. That's a bold prediction considering the way South Africa have performed here. I know conditions will be different, but this South Africa, you think can win the World Cup? This South Africa with Temba Bavuma as captain, who will open while Riza Hendricks will sit out.
They are my dark horses.
But how?
They're still
with this,
for
Temba
even-
Bavuma will open, Riza Hendricks will sit out. They will play extra spinner in a place where they have to play an extra
happened
fast
yesterday.
bowler.
Consider them as
Both
dark horses.
games.
They were horrible yesterday.
I would-
The amount of full tosses.
Earlier
Normally,
game
They
also.
were actually bad.
But I'm
They
telling
will
you,
do this harakiri. That's what they do at
I
every
don't know.
ICC tournament.
But they
go
are.
with amazing.
I won't. I think one of the 2 teams to qualify from our group would be South Africa. It'll be India or Pakistan. I don't think India and Pakistan will qualify.
Oh,
Yeah, because I don't think that South Africa are the dark horse. I think they are one of the contenders for the
The
T20.
kind of bowling that they have, yeah.
I think
You know,
they will
imagine
shoot themselves in
Nokia.
the foot,
No,
as
that's
they've been
a
doing.
different matter, yeah.
Nikhil,
That's a
you
different
also have a
matter.
Pakistan
That's what
in your
they
group.
do.
See,
But I'm
the
saying-
way they batted yesterday.
No. But they
The
will
way they
make a
batted
mistake like
yesterday, it tells you that the team cannot be written off. Temba Bavuma, what
They-
did he do? He didn't waste any
That's
balls,
what I'm
yaar.
saying. He did
got out.
He will waste
2
till-
ducks.
He will bat till number 8 overs.
I think Quinton de Kock was a big letdown for them yesterday. Normally, he's a different Quinton de Kock. Somehow, there are days when you can't come out of that shell. He did say sorry to David Miller after the game, but David Miller, the way he's been batting, do you think he cannot win games single-handedly while chasing or while batting first? Let's say hypothetically, in a T20 game in the World Cup on Australian pitches, he bats some 35 odd deliveries. I would back him to get 60, 65, 70 runs.
Yeah.
But if they have David Miller, India has Hardik Pandya, his captain from IPL.
No, that's
who
fine.
showed
And you
even
never
David
know.
Miller
It could be
how
Hardik
games are won.
Pandya. It could be Hardik Pandya who may have actually given David Miller the confidence.
Jadi Booty.
Which he admitted also, by the way.
David Miller,
David Miller.
yes.
Yeah, God's gift.
God's gift.
I have to basically, I'll order one for him also. He needs God gift.
I know what your God's gift is, that same medicine.
No, not Sips.
Which medicine? No,
Slips off for everything.
yeah,
Yes,
if
one
you could
solution.
sleep that night,
Yesterday I broke my ankle.
I
Arey,
slept actually very well.
it was in my pocket.
We were playing that match. I've seen
It was in my pocket.
his younger son. क्या पापा कुछ भी कहीं भी निकाल के दे देते हो किसी को भी.
It is solution for everything. Khasi.
No, Khansi is not Sipsox. But I'll get that dibby of God's gift. God's gift.
God's gift.
No, 15 days and you'll be.
Flying.
Fly.
You actually fly.
Anil ji has.
Given him that.
One day, first day, though he was.
There was a stage when he was actually having so, and you know what
Then
stage we are talking
I
about.
know. Then I don't want to be in that stage. Alan Joseph says Ravi Shastri said going forward Players will play only 2 format. He said Virat Kohli will play ODI and Test after 23 World Cup to prolong his career. He's only 33 and 5 or 6 years left. Yes, Alan, nothing more to add. In the words of MS Dhoni, what you've said is completely correct. You also agree? Okay, Shivam. Any more questions we had? Suzanne.
He is saying 2 formats. Did he say?
2.
Yeah. ODIs and
Why 2?
ODI and Test.
So you want him to quit both the entire white ball
No,
cricket?
but why are you saying just 2 formats? Why not 3 formats?
Quit all formats.
No. He's saying players will play only 2 formats.
Yes. No, he's
I
talking
think the
about-
players will play at least 3 formats. Yeah, they would want to play 3 formats.
IPL.
No, he was saying.
IPL is a format in itself. Yeah.
But I think he was talking about international.
Internationally.
I think.
Like for example, Jasprit Bumrah, I doubt if he's going to play Test cricket for too long. Hardik Pandya,
He's already given up on Test cricket.
he's not
Hardik.
going to play
Hardik.
Test cricket anymore. So there you are. BBC,
What is this?
not
Suzanne.
British Broadcasting Council, but
Okay.
corporation, but
Suzanne is saying
We don't get IPL request.
games in their city.
Requested my holiday for tomorrow match. Now they say VK is resting. I have to now think twice before traveling. Then why was
Yeah.
VK in the promo?
Yeah,
Bhai,
ye
there are a
to-
lot of people are saying
I agree.
Virat Kohli is rested. We will not go to the ground. We will not watch the game. Why did you use him in the promo if he was not going to play? See, this is another aspect of players resting. We don't realize.
yeah,
People pay
actually
good money.
travel
What
from-
about broadcasters who pay good money?
And people travel from, for example,
Yeah.
if there's a match happening in Delhi, you never know, somebody would be traveling from Noida, from somebody from Ghaziabad, or even
Yeah.
from outskirts, from Rohtak and, the, what do you call that, catchment area, or, so people travel and then suddenly they realize that Virat was shooting an ad and wasn't available for
How do you know he's shooting an ad?
No, I'm just saying because hypothetically that or he took time off to be with his
It
family.
may not be hypothetical. I think it could be closer to truth.
Huh?
You were sure he's shooting
There's
an
no harm in that, yeah.
ad? No harm, but I don't know whether he's
In
going to
paid
take
partnership
from me.
with
It could be closer to truth, yeah. So what? What if you get a new contract now?
for
Let's say if you've signed a new contract, there's a big sponsor who's just come on board.
so that's what I'm asking.
Maybe a bank.
Paid partnership.
A
with?
bank which says that he's the safest of them all because of his comeback, the sense of guarantee that he gives to the team. Then
So there you are. It's a bank, and according to Mr. Vikrant Gupta, Virat has
Insurance company?
taken or insurance
it
company.
could be an insurance company.
Remember last time we did.
What?
Yeah,
the
that
idea
was,
about the.
yeah.
So according to Mr. Vikrant Gupta,
Virat
Virat
is shooting
has
an ad for an
taken
insurance company.
leave.
No, but you use this insurance company. Remember earlier also. But what news was that it was doing the rounds and it was later dog insurance?
Yes, and that was for
Exactly.
not for Virat but for somebody.
Yeah, dog insurance. Remember? Who endorsed?
अरे Chandresh, अब याद आ गया. Chandresh was the man behind that. Remember
Man behind?
that Chandresh would know.
There's super chat.
Chandresh has sent us
200 rupees, yeah.
not 179 this time. Do you think it
No,
is
AJ,
conflict of interest for Rahul Dravid to discuss about so many Rahuls in Indian T20 teams?
Okay, AJ Scott is saying RCB 2016, VK, AB, Gale, KL, 200 all game, but an SRH
Chehel
of
it was.
one approach of any team
That's-
in knockout.
It was used
Perfectly said.
Yes.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said.
AJ Iskon, yeah. What AJ Iskon is saying, just to sum up, he's saying that in big games, in World Cup games, in knockout games, it's not always about getting 200. You need a bowling attack to defend low scores because you get 170, 190 type thing, not 240 all the time. So you need pace in the bowling attack to defend that. Correct. AJ Iskon, we've been discussing that, and you make a very valid point. Yes. Oh, this was his question. Do you think it is conflict of interest for Rahul to discuss about so many Rahuls in Indian team?
Rahul Dravid, KL Rahul Chehar.
Yes.
Any other Rahul?
Rahul Rawat?
No,
I'm
he's
not
talking
part of
about him.
I'm not part of Indian.
Is it
cricket.
conflict of interest that he discusses so many? That is his question.
Rahul
Rahul Tewatia, his favorite. Who did that insurance ad? Yeah, now it is. in
UZ
my-
Chahal and Chandresh was the guy who got that.
It was UZ Chahal.
Chandresh
Yeah.
was that. Remember?
Dog insurance.
Dog insurance. I think this was in January, February. Anyways.
Varun Parvatani is saying, is Shami going to play South Africa ODIs? No, he's not in the team. He's going to travel with the team to Australia. Purushottam Vaishnav saying, will this be the last T20 World Cup for top 3? Rohit, KL, Virat. What do you have to say?
Last World T20.
At least for Virat and Rohit, it seems.
Well, they may have actually played their last T20 bilateral game together.
Yes. In fact, a lot of players, by the way, not just Virat and
No, the three
Rohit
of them.
Sharma.
The three of
See,
them.
KL Rahul, you never know.
No, together.
Yeah, together.
Together.
No, maybe for Virat and Rohit Sharma, maybe they've actually played their last T20 international, as in bilateral series. And
But in Indian cricket, you never say that.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
No, but then again, they're 33, 34. You never know. The players might want to play another T20 World Cup. When?
That is in
That's
24.
So, it's 2 years from now. If they can play the way that they are now.
Yeah, I think we will discuss about this after the T20 World Cup, because last time also we thought that heads will roll, but look at your batting order. It is almost same as what it was in 2017 or 29 last T20 World Cup.
Divyanshu has said, he's sent 40 rupees and he's sent a heart also.
Yeah, why are you looking at the money? 40 rupees.
You know what?
Why
40 rupees or 4,000 rupees?
You should look at that heart.
No. Let me
Justify myself.
see. For you to take out 40 rupees or 50 or 60 or 100 rupees
It's a difficult thing.
is actually a very difficult thing.
Yeah.
It's not just in terms of money. I don't know, how do you sign up? How do you send? Do you put your credit card? So this is a very big hassle.
So there's also a valid question that Chandresh has asked.
Kya hai?
So Chandresh specifically is asking you this question. So he is saying, please ask Vicky Paji.
And give a shout out to his channel while answering.
Cricket Chronicles with Chandresh.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So
now.
the question is,
third best
are
YouTube
you
channel in
sure?
India.
This is from Chandresh to you. He is saying, are you sure that Ashwin is going for the T20 World Cup as a player and not as a content creator?
What does that mean, yaar?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe
that
it
is his
is
question.
between you two.
No, Chandresh. That's you've gone below the belt. Not done. Come on, yaar, Chandresh.
Yes. I expected better from Chandresh actually.
Yeah.
This is not done.
No, when you mentioned below the belt, I am reminded. I hope you are consulting Chandresh. Dr.
Yes,
Chandresh Narayan.
yes. He has told me various exercises, swimming and aqua pilates and various other things he's told me.
So it
You
could
have a
actually be
pool
a
of
blessing
your
in
own.
disguise for you, yaar. You may have your life back in shape.
See, portrait mode had answered that question.
What?
Content. Which one?
Please, just to stop somewhere. Their portrait mode.
No. No, I think he's.
If India win against Pakistan, will Sidvi do a Jethalal on the show?
Yeah,
Of course he will do
can do
Jethalal.
anything.
Promise, guaranteed from us. Siddharth, who is not here today, will do Jethalal and whatever. Babu Rao also will do.
Do you want to answer that question?
What
AJ
I-
is gone, Nikhil, or any of? AJ is gone. I think.
He would know better. I am a novice in this subject. He was explaining.
Doesn't matter, yaar.
But
If they
let's
follow
take
each
the
other on
question.
Twitter
At
or
least see,
Instagram.
now- See,
Let's take the
it's
question
love.
first.
They're the
First,
best
take the
of friends,
question
yeah.
so everyone can know. What is AJ's concept?
Okay, so he's saying, do the PR teams of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they don't allow these players to post pictures together on Instagram. Rohit doesn't even follow Virat Kohli. If they are, I want them to retire in from T20Is together, like Australia did in 2003.
But you saw the camaraderie between them when they won the match.
Oh, yes.
How they were celebrating.
Everything
Yesterday,
is fine.
did you see VK's selfless act where he said, "Forget my 50, play for the team."
And you never know. Eventually, maybe those 17 runs that DK
They won you
got-
the game.
Yes.
Not to say that VK won't have been able to, but since DK was doing it, so there was no reason for
VK said, "Go ahead,
Yeah.
do it."
Ultimately, the runs go into the account of the
Indian cricket team.
Indian cricket team, the Indian national cricket team.
Indian
Except if Naman Oja is playing.
But that's for the Legends League and the road safety, yeah. No, but then he won you the finals, yeah.
Yes.
He won you the
I
semi-final.
always knew that he will.
So why are you saying that
A day before that final,
we actually told people
you
to?
like pounds?
I love pounds.
Kiru Bakaram Ramachandran is saying Deepak Chair in for Ravichandran Ashwin side strain for World Cup squad. Deepak Chair is a very good batsman, and in some crucial games you might need to bat until
That's
number
a valid
8.
point, but I think more than that, we need 5
Everyone
fast
has
bowlers.
picked up on the side strain.
Even you.
Look who's talking.
No, now that it's reached a stage where now don't write side strain only. Even if someone will have a side strain, they will say, no, this is something else.
You like dollars?
No, I like pounds.
Oh, look at his name.
Rahul Rawat's darling has said $5.
Oh,
And this is your Rajasthan Royals picture.
Oh,
Nikhil
I
sir, why do you get infuriated when your highly esteemed right-hand man, right-hand man.
Mr. Rawat rightly mentioned that KL has not performed in world tournaments. When did I get infuriated?
no, he agrees with me, darling.
Rawat's darling.
He actually is the instigator.
But
He doesn't understand.
But
our
Rahul
game.
Rawat is a rich man. If his darling can spare
give-
$5.
Yes.
It's the love.
See, they are both Rajasthan Royals fans.
I'm sure more than that, he is a big Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, you can see his picture. His picture is profile picture. Huh?
You know him?
I was clicked at that picture. Your picture.
Shivam had clicked that picture.
Oh.
You like Australian dollars?
I love them.
You will need them also.
Didi?
Dhanju.
No.
Shaw.
Mehak Dhanju.
I think he meant did Shaw.
Did. Doing the same mistake as
Oh.
Kambli did. He's actually,
very good
Mehak
point.
is making a very important point. He said a lot of things in that one line.
Yes.
Very good point. Mehak, Dhanju, you're from Australia. Where in Australia? Will you be in Melbourne, Sydney? Do come. And Adelaide.
Perth.
And if you have a
Perth,
good
wherever.
accommodation, please feel free
To
to
invite us.
contact and
Invite us.
No?
That reminds me, we've got to do the bookings.
Yes.
Mehak Dhanju is there?
There's a rich man sitting here besides me who only wants to live in 5-star resorts.
Resorts.
Yeah.
No, I will tell you where we will see. Good places.
If you want the places that I will recommend, you won't go there. No?
Travelodge.
Yeah.
No, I've stayed in Travelodge as well. No, not Travelodge is a 5-star hotel.
Dormitories. No, I know.
It's a 4-star hotel.
I've
It's a
stayed.
chain.
I've
Yeah,
stayed in big fancy hotels in Australia, but then I ran out of money and then I had to switch to a dormitory. Just it was on I think Flinders Street,
Achha.
just opposite the police station. So nobody could whatever I was left with. So are we done for the day? Huh?
Yes, we are. Bye. See you tomorrow as the game. We'll be live at 6:15 as always. 7 o'clock, first ball will be bowled. See you then. Bye. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you. Bye. Vanakkam.